Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Stonehearth. This is going to be a little bit different than the previous series. The reason being is we are no longer running the experimental dev version of the game, but instead we are now running their holiday mod called Candledark. It is supposed to add kind of like a mini adventure to the game, as well as add a couple more options in terms of crafting. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and make a new game, normal of course, and we're going to wait for our map. And I think this time, rather than spawning on or near any of these mountains, we're going to go ahead and spawn in the plains if we can find a good spot. The reason being, as we found out the last time we were playing, being around mountains is essentially completely pointless. There are no professions or recipes or anything like that that actually uses stone. We can't mine, so we can't go underground. So let's go ahead and pick this spot here. We're going to go ahead and spawn on the plains. The Magma Smith. That'll be exciting. I hope that comes out. So here we are. I know we need to make our first settlement near those little berry bushes, as well as some of this wild silkweed. So let's go ahead and find a good spot. I see some bushes here, a little bit of silkweed. I think this is going to be a good spot. So we're going to go place our banner down. Heart Gourd. No. How about we name it Candledark. A mysterious old man approaches. Description: beware the Knights of Candledark. In 3 days' time, the spirits will rise to wreak havoc on the living. Pumpkin wards will protect you. Ask your carpenter about them. Accepted. Done. So as always, we're going to start out by gathering up some of this wood as well as these berries down here, and we're going to make a big little. We're going to make a resource stockpile to kind of gather everything. We're going to say put everything in it for now. Now, one thing that's going to be a little bit different about this playthrough of Stonehearth is in this one we are no longer able to change professions. So once we make somebody like a footman, a carpenter, a farmer, what have you, that's it. That's what they're gonna do for the rest of the game, or until they die, whichever comes first. Probably they're gonna die first, who knows. So we're gonna go ahead and gather some of this stuff as well. And right off the bat, I'm gonna make one of these people here. That guy right there. We're gonna make him a carpenter so he can get started. And we should also make somebody a trapper, actually. That way we can start getting leather to improve our footman's armor, because I know in this mod you do get attacked quite a bit more. So we're gonna say promote him to a trapper, and we're gonna say come over this way and go ahead and do some trapping for us over here. Come on. There we are. Maybe? Yes. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to take my carpenter, we're going to put his little workbench down, I guess over here, and we're going to start making some additional tools. So I know we're going to want to make a farmer's hoe and a practice sword. That way we can get our farmer and footman going. I know with the carpenter, what they want us to make is they want us to make this Candledark pumpkin ward. It says it will keep evil spirits away at night during Candledark. So I've watched a video or two about this mod already, and I do know that these play a very important role in making sure everyone lives long and healthy lives. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to make this person right here a farmer. And we are going to make Penn North Point our footman. And then we're going to immediately start making little farming plots here. Oh, did we not harvest those already? Okay, that's fine. Pick those up. And the reason that we're doing this right away is because we do have a time limit before things will start attacking us. So we want to make sure to be growing pumpkins, and we want to make sure to be growing some other food source. And I think that should be about the limit of one farmer to at least be like productive. I'm still not quite sure how much one farmer can take on before it's considered like too much for one person and you should promote another one. But since we have all that going, let's go ahead and chop down a couple more trees over here, and let's start building our first house. Now if you watched the if you watched the first couple episodes I put out, first off, sorry, episode 1 and 2 in that last series had no audio. I was experimenting with a recording program that I've never used before. So I was trying to record my audio and like in-game or like my voice audio and my in-game audio on 2 different channels. Didn't know what I was doing, didn't really look up any guides or anything, which is my bad, so I do apologize about that, but I think I've got it figured out now. So from here on out we should have full-on audio on all the videos, so good news. Let's go ahead and build our first building here. Let's go ahead and do a basic building. Hopefully that way they will actually be able to fully build it and we don't get another, well, a repeat I should say of the last series where we just had that one little dilapidated building kind of hanging out the entire game. So, oh, hold on. We need to put a couple more edits on here. So since we're not running the dev version anymore, we don't have the fancy doors or windows or anything like that. We just kind of have the ones that are, I guess, officially out right now. So we'll go ahead and add those on. Put a door there, a couple windows on the side. I don't know, maybe I'll do 2 more back here. And 2 more here. Sure, sounds good. 2, 4, 6. So since we're doing that, did I actually end up building that? Ooh, start building. Please and thank you. So over here, we are going to want to make, I know we put 6 windows on it and 1 door, so we'll go ahead and get those started. And how this mod works is essentially the quest will start. That's what happened towards the beginning of the video where it's like an old man approaches or something along those lines, and a countdown starts. So Candledark Eve, the way I understand it is that's when the actual event will start, so it kind of gives you a couple days to prepare for that, and that's why we started building pumpkins right away. That way they would be ready by this time. It actually gives you quite a bit of time. We should be good. And essentially you place those little pumpkins down that you create with your carpenter, and they kind of act as a sort of like a ward. It almost turns it into like a tower defense game, because enemies will come and attack you, and those little pumpkin things will end up like shooting at them or like, you know, hurting them in some way. So in just a little while here we're going to be getting to that. I kind of want to take it a little bit slower. I don't want to be doing too many crazy things at once. I think, you know, how this game is set up right now, it's pretty easy to actually break it. I think that's kind of what was happening on that last series where, you know, that building, we had some roof fences and all of that. So I want to take things a little bit slower, give it time to kind of work everything out. We'll go ahead and let's make this the carpenter building. So we'll make one of those, and I want to make a bunch of fence posts as well. And the reason for that is so that we can kind of set up a perimeter, right? So we can kind of filter these bad guys into our little village through 1 or 2 points, and that's where we can set up those pumpkins that act as our defense against it. and I think it'll take probably a good couple episodes to get it started, of course, or to get it set up, I should say. But I think it's gonna be what pays off. I'm not sure if, like, after this event ends, I'm not sure if that's it and then it goes back to the normal game, or if it gets progressively harder. I'm kind of hoping for the latter on that one. It'd be interesting to see how long we can keep this series going and getting everyone as far as they can without you know, dying to all the enemies that are going to spawn and come and attack us. So it looks like this building's coming along nicely. If I remember correctly, it was the roof that we got stuck on last time, so hopefully this is going to be all good. We shall see. It looks like our farmer is able to keep up with these two plots just fine, so I think I'm going to make a third one here, and maybe we'll make it on the other side right over here. And with this one, I actually want to make it a silkweed. Well, do I? Yeah, I want to make it a silkweed farm. I've been taking a look around. It doesn't look like we have too much wild silkweed growing around us by any means. So I know it's a really important resource, so I want to make sure to have a good amount of it, which is why I made this one quite a bit larger than the other two farms we have going on right now. I tried adjusting the game audio. Hopefully it's not too quiet. I mean, I have headphones in, so it sounds plenty good to me. But let me know what you guys think. If it's too quiet, let me know, and I'll adjust it again and turn it back up. I just didn't want it to be overbearing or you know, too loud or drown me out or anything along those lines. So if we look here, well, it still says 3. Well, nope, this says 2. So we have 2 more days before this event is going to start. It looks like our first batch of pumpkins is coming in, which is great. Let's check our carpenter. He's about halfway through making those fence posts. Then I'm probably going to set up, this will probably be the first side of the perimeter here. I'm going to wall this off and kind of build over here, I think. It'll be interesting to see, got a couple little bugs right there. It'll be interesting to see if they just spawn all around you, or if they just come from one side, or you know, what have you, because on top of this event we're also going to be dealing with goblin threats as well. So there's going to be quite a few things coming at us. I'm hoping we get another person into the village soon, that way we can promote somebody else to a footman, or actually, better yet, we're going to need to make somebody a weaver pretty soon too, so that we can start building armor and beds and all that stuff too. So let's go ahead and just make one of those for right now. We're not going to promote anybody, if I can help it, until we get another person into the village, and hopefully we'll just get somebody who either is a weaver or a footman, because again, we can't change their jobs or their professions in this version of Stonehearth. So we kind of got a good start here. We got our farms going. Nobody's died yet. We haven't gotten attacked. This building looks like it's going up just fine for the most part so far. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the second episode in this Candledark Stonehearth series. And as always, if you like what you saw, leave me that like. It helps out tremendously. And we'll see you guys next time.